What's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing today? Did y'all go to Target and get some new sheets? Yeah, we're gonna get into it pretty quick here. Just let me know how everything sounds. If you can hear me, give me a 1 2 1 2. You know, the normal check-in round type thing. Let me know if anything needs adjustment. If not, we're gonna jump straight into BTC. So I talked about this in the past about BTC having these 3 capitulation events, 3 bottom drops, and I was talking about it needed to have that 3rd drop, or it would possibly have that 3rd drop, and each one is approximately 12%. I mean, we had the green candle there. If we chart this out right here, that's approximately 12.46 cents or 46% right there. If we do this drop right here, that drop is approximately 12.13. So if it repeats, I'm expecting a similar result, but as of right now, we do have a green candle. So let's see what it dropped so far. 8, I can't even see. If we drop down to the wick, it's 10. So have we bottomed out on Bitcoin? We'll have to find out, but I was going by those 12% right there. And if you've watched my channel in the past, I say things normally test things 3 times before they reverse. So you had a heavy drop here once, heavy drop twice, and this is the 3rd one. This one was 12%, this one was 12%, and this one was 10.8. So are they repetitive? We'll find out. I'm actually gonna try to trace this real quick for you guys. So we had this build up capitulation right here. And if we drag that over, I just want to see if these compare up. If we drag that over and we capitulate down here, it's saying we want to go to around 34. So if this repeats as the last capitulation, I just copied this exactly from here. It's going to 34. If you were in the Discord earlier, I called 34K as the worst case scenario. If it falls below 34K, I'll actually start considering a bear market. If you know me, I'm pretty much perma bullish. I wasn't able to chart this at work, but when I got home, I instantly jumped on here. So I have a larger fib right here. And if we zoom in a little bit closer, you can see we actually wicked right to this larger fib 786. We actually just touched that at 3620. So we need to keep an eye on that. The MACD is definitely bearish. RSI is still tailing down. So for the time being, we need to keep an eye on 36K. 36K is kind of our lifeline right now. If we drop below that, I'm saying 34. And to back that statement up, we're going to get rid of this fib because it went from this bottom, and we're going to go from this bottom to the next high, which is right here. Which shows if we did continue downwards, that 34 that I talked about, the 34.4, 34K would actually be the one right here at the bottom. Is which I was calling. I don't think we'd go all the way down there. Hopefully not, anyways. If we do, we'd actually get out of this downtrend. If, believe it or not, in the long term, we still are in an uptrend. We haven't not made a lower low on the long term right here. I know it looks very bad as it is right now, but remember back when we were in here, it was complete shit. And just like I did before, I'm gonna copy this. So the down, the top, and the down. If I can figure out how to use this real quick, 1 sec. Screw it. Getting sloppy. I'm getting sloppy. Here we are. Oh, I just learned how to use this tool, so give me a break. So this is what I wanted to compare it to. So we had that pump up right here. We actually wicked right here to the 618, and then we got that big rejection. And if we do see this actually drops down to 34K. So what we need to keep on now is we can't drop below 34K. Not saying we're going to on this fib, but I think that would validate these capitulation events. Not 34K, 34.4. But enough talking about BTC, I guess. But I'm going off this larger fib right here. We just wicked off the 786. What's up, Chef? Super emergency live stream, right? I hope you went to your Walmart and bought your bed sheets. Because with all the coins that we're going to talk about tonight, you're probably going to need them. But personally, the RSI is almost reset on Bitcoin on this fib right here on the 4 hour on the 786. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a reversal. Yes, we have a green candle right here. The next one starts in approximately 24 minutes. But I would seriously keep an eye on 36K. 36K is our lifeline right now for BTC. So with that, I'm just going to start charting some other coins now. So BTC is BTC. Working. Hey, at least you're making money while your crypto's losing it, right? That's how I felt today. So I actually got that adapter today, and from what I can tell, it seems to have worked out, the one that Hoop was talking about. So let's get into it. I'm going to start off with my PBX. So PBX, I actually thought it was actually gonna pump up here. I'm actually kind of I know I hit my goal once and then I continued to buy it, and I hit my second goal. But this support right here at 0047 seems to be holding up really, really good for PBX. If PBX drops down to 3 something, I'll probably pick up some more, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, but for the time being for PBX, let's keep an eye on this one right here. Not the one. The 5 at approximately 0047. If we bounce off that, we'll probably be consolidating right here. You can see we are making higher lows, and believe it or not, we pretty much tied the high here. So I would keep an eye on the movement. Even with the Bitcoin taking a shit today, we really didn't fall below 0047. Our 0047 is held. If the 0047 falls, our next stop is 0043 for PBX. But we have not candled below it. But personally, I am not buying any coins right now. I have my stable coins that I use to purchase. Well, of course, you use stable coins to purchase. My stable coins on the sideline, and I'm just seeing how this all shakes out right now. I'm just kind of sitting on the sideline, same as Chef, from what I heard in Discord, sitting on the sidelines, just seeing how things are going right now. Don't want to make any hasty moves right now. But as you can see, the MACD on PBX is pretty much flipping bearish. RSI is curling down, so I would honestly expect a drop below 0047 down to the 439 right here for PBX. I'm still bullish on PBX long term. I have to be with my bag. If I wasn't bullish, I wouldn't have invested that much money into it. But with that, we'll get into Chef OG. We'll get into OGN. What is OGN doing? We'll clean this up, start fresh. We actually just flipped bearish on the MACD, and the RSI is curling down. So hopefully it's not going off this larger fib. Yeah, it looks like it is going off the larger fib. So off this larger fib, we're gonna go off that. MACD just flipped bearish. RSI looks like it wants to try to dip below 30. So for the time being, our price to watch out for is a capitulation down to 386. Not saying it's going to head down there, but that is going to be the bottom. You can hard candle down here and wick down there, but I think we actually touched 386 before we head back up. I think that'll be the absolute bottom. I know there's a green candle here, and I know we're saying, hey, we want it to flip, but the MACD just flipped bullish. Hopefully it's just one of these small little blips right there before we start heading up. So that's off the main fib I'll draw a micro fib and give some other analysis on this. But off the main fib right now, we really need to keep an eye on 38.6 as our bottom for OGN. Off the micro fib, we'll draw it from here to the top. Yeah, off this fib right now, you're actually bouncing off the 786. If we zoom in closer, say we went exactly to the top right there, you're sitting right on the 786. So just ignore these indicators right now. We're gonna go off the fib. So if you ignore that other fib and the indicators right now, we are sitting on the 786. We really need to bounce off 40 cents. If we don't bounce off 40 cents, that first scenario that I talked about plays out. But if we bounce off the 786, our next stop is 448. Personally, I don't think we head over 448 though. You can see we are in a very steep downtrend right here. And if we actually touch the top there, on the bottom, the 446 actually validates this continuation of the downtrend. So I'd keep an eye on topping out at 448. If we bounce off the 786, keep an eye on this. Our next step would be 448. I don't think we blow above that because there's no reason for this coin to take off while the market's looking like crap. So for the short term, let's keep an eye on 448 on this one. And I forgot what I said in the other one. And 386 for the other one. So if we drop below 40 cents, our next stop is 386. But the 786 on this fib right here is holding. So I know I just said, hey, this coin could go up and go down. Hey, that's a great analysis, but it's really based off this 40 cent range. If you drop below 40 cents, I'd keep an eye on 38.6. If you bounce off this and continue up, I think you're tagging 44.8 and then dropping back down and continuing this downtrend on OGN. But judging by the indicators, if we go off the indicators, MACD just flipped bearish. RSI looks like it wants to go below 30. So if I had to flip a coin, if I had to put $1 on it, if I had to double down on $1 so I can get $2, I would probably get $2 in saying that there's a good chance we're going to 38.6 rather than 44.8 for the time being. Unless miraculously Bitcoin starts rising hardcore. Yo, what's up, Vlad? What's up, Zigoth? What's up, Martaka? Welcome to the live stream. We are pretty much seeing how many bed sheets we need to buy tonight. But for OGN, those are the two scenarios. So with that, we'll get into CHZ. Vlad, I liked your live stream. I pretty much watched it all, and unfortunately I was sleeping when you started it, so I wasn't able to be there live. So I clicked the bell on your channel, so every time you go and do something, I actually get notified now. But good work, man. Keep up the good work. So if we go off this bottom here to the top, is actually respecting this. Bounced off. I don't think it's respecting that. I'm not going to try to bullshit that. We're going to find where it's really respecting. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, I was actually wrong. So CHG actually wicked down to the 786 and is curling back up. MACD did just flip bearish. Of course, a lot of MACDs are going to be bearish because I'm charting on the 4 hour, and 4 hours ago, Bitcoin was shit in the bed. And for the time being, we really need to keep an eye on 17 cents. 17 cents is our lifeline right now for CHZ. So if we fall below 17 cents on CHG or CHZ, I'm going to say our next support, I need to move this back over because we usually have it over here. If we fall below 786, the next one I believe is 1628. So I'd say 1625. But if you see this right now, the next candle starts in approximately 14 minutes. We are curling up. So hopefully this MACD is a little blip just like this as well. I know Bitcoin's starting to stabilize now, thank goodness, but a lot of altcoins got wrecked. And for the time being, we're just trying to find the bottom. And I would keep an eye on 17 cents for the bottom for CHZ right now. If we bounce off 17 cents, we can talk about a continuation upwards. We were actually making a pretty decent uptrend since the beginning of the May here until the Bitcoin drop. See, we're making higher highs and higher lows. But of course, Bitcoin's the tide that raises all ships, and you know, the ships are all the altcoins. So when the tide lowers, all those altcoins lower drastically. And you can definitely tell that because every coin we look at tonight's going to have a big red wick like this. So for CHZ, I would keep an eye on 17 cents. If we fall below 17 cents, your next stop's 16. But I think 17 cents might actually hold. And then we can talk about continuing up to the 618 here at 18.8. But for the short time frame, I wouldn't be looking on any massive gains for any coins right now. I'd be looking for stabilization in these coins. And that's kind of what we're going to be talking about today. I know I'm going to be saying, hey, it could head up to here. But please take what I say heading up to here with the market that we're in right now with a grain of salt, because technically what we're looking for right here is just stabilization in these altcoins and having them stop bleeding out. So I know I'm saying, hey, it could head up here and head down here, but really what we need to focus on is where is it going to stop at? And for the time being, it looks like it wants to stop at 17 cents. So the rest, I don't want to say is hopium, but the rest is what it is. Coins are bleeding out right now. We need to try to find those tourniquets to stop the bleeding on these altcoins. And as of right now, it looks like 17 cents might be the tourniquet for CHC. If not, 1625 will be it. First time you've ever heard your name pronounced it, Martika. What did I say? But if you look at the beginning, the capitulation, I know I said on BTC, those 12%, I think I rattled that off a couple live streams ago several times in several live streams. We're at 10.8 right now. So we're nearing up to that. We really, in my opinion, don't want to fall below 34.4. Murtaka. I don't know why I said that. My bad. Sorry. So with that, bed sheets are on sale at Walmart. So if you guys need some bed sheets from all these altcoins, definitely stop by Walmart. Chef said they're on sale. So with that, we'll get into PLU. Yeah, Vlad, that's the best thing about live streams. You'll constantly see those things and improve. I mean, if you go back to my very first live stream, it's bad. If you go back to my very first video on this 4 months ago, my PBX video, it's bad. You just, after you do it for a while, you just get in a groove. And then your channel kind of becomes your own, you know, you just continue to do your thing and it just kind of rolls. PLU, the new KNC, the new Moon Juice Factory right here, right? It's been dubbed the new Moon Juice Factory. Man, and the crazy thing about this is on the 4 hour, the MACD just started flipping bullish. MACD just started flipping bullish. RSI is actually tailing up. So if we just go by these indicators alone, PLU actually looks like it has enough juice to go up higher, in my personal opinion. It almost makes me want to toss some money in and play around with it. I told myself I'm not buying anything right now, so I'm not going to, but judging by the RSI and the MACD, just this thing definitely loaded up, and being judged by the indicators right here. I know with what's going on with Bitcoin right now, we want to be bearish, but this thing is obviously going against the grain. So we're going to zoom out a little bit. But seriously, judging by the indicators and stuff, this thing looks like it wants to rip. You have that one green candle on the MACD. If you go back up here, if you replay this last pump right here with the MACD and the RSI, you are going to be making some crazy gains. I'd say possibly a 2x, but what was this pump anyways? 170%. I would honestly keep an eye on that. Oh shit. Oh shoot. So let me use my new tool that I learned from good old Vision Pulse. Yeah, if this played out again and we followed this up exactly, we'd top out at 6006, it looks like. Well, we're charting on BTC right now, but 0006 for PLU. I don't want to chart on BTC. I'm going to flip this real quick. I don't know why I clicked that. Charts to be exactly the same, but converted into USD. Actually not, because the MACD actually looks like the Bitcoin flipped bullish before the USD did. So I would actually keep an eye on this. MACD looks like it's about to converge and flip bullish. I would actually keep a very close eye on this. This might be a good flip opportunity here. And with the USD pair pretty much starting, the USD pair went up approximately 64%. And if we copy that and paste it, man. Yeah, if something like that played out, you'd top out at 2254. That would be over a 2x. Oh my gosh, I really want to toss some money into this now. I should not. I definitely should not. But yeah, we've been going on this coin for pretty long, but this is very, very interesting with what's going on with the market right now, why this is ripping. You actually can see you got stopped at 382. I'd keep an eye on that. MACD looks like it's going to flip bullish. RSI is neutral. And if MACD flips bullish, RSI most likely will curl up as well. I'd actually keep an eye on this coin. I'm going to actually put it on my watch list. I'm not going to put any money into it, but I know when it rips, I'm going to be very, very angry that I did not. But it's got the juice. It's got the juice. Overlay BTC on it. So yeah, I'll do that. I know how. Yo, yeah. I would actually seriously keep an eye on that rip. Honestly, have your own risk tolerance and stuff like that. Don't take what a guy on the internet says, but I'm going to keep a close eye on PLU because it looks like it has a lot of juice. So hang on, let me go through the chats again. PLU Gala, not Gala, or not Gala, but Gale. What is PLU? Like, why did this start ripping? Is that what you're talking about, Chef? Or no? Okay, we'll get into Gala. Enough about PLU. Or GAL. Not Gala, but GAL. What is GAL? I'm guessing you're talking about this one right here, Galactasara fan token, not Gala, up 1.3% today at $2.81. Very, very small total supply, and 33% of it is in circulation and an extremely small market. Hey, this is definitely that rock and diamond scenario. This is definitely that rock and diamond scenario. All-time high of $33 a year ago. All-time low, $145 a year ago. If we look at the max, compare it to the market cap, looks like they put a considerable amount. Actually, this is probably when they got listed on CoinMarketCap. This is interesting. So this coin is listed on these exchanges right here, actually listed on FTX, and it's not the highest. The highest is Paraboo. This is one of those moonshot gamble coins. This is one that you put your fund money into. This isn't one that I would personally invest. This is my haka to whoever's investing into this. I wouldn't go out of my way to put money in this, but I'd put fund money in this, and if it ripped, it ripped. Yeah. Let's see if I can even find a decent chart on it. Oh, type BTC. Yeah, we'll jump back into that. I'm still trying to figure some stuff out here. Yeah, I can't find a chart on this, bro. Sorry. We'll jump back over to this then. Whoa. This thing's totally going against the grain of BTC. That's BTC. And this is PLU. Oh. I'd keep a close eye on PLU, guys. So what GAL are you talking about? Put a... Send something in the Discord. Sorry. I can't find it. There's a million gals. So with that, guys, I'm caught up. If you want any coins you want me to look at, see how bad they're shit in the bed, let me know. Hey, this coin pretty much... I'm going to look at QSP real quick, because this coin actually was looking pretty good. And I know the last couple times Bitcoin capitulated, this actually capitulated pretty decently too. We had that nice sideways movement like I was talking about. Hey, this was bullish, and then we had the capitulation, sideways movement, capitulation, and now we currently fell below the support right here. Looks like we're heading down to approximately, we're at 6 cents right now. Our next up would be 5.9 for QSP. But honestly, QSP didn't shit the bed as bad as I thought, as a lot of other coins did. It's still maintaining this, I guess you can say, triangle type pattern. We can actually extend this. I know I drew this triangle here earlier, but you actually drop it down here now. Keep an eye on something like this. For some reason, I just think QSP is going to pop eventually. Just judging by this chart right here, I mean, it's just pretty much been moving sideways since March 23rd. So since March 23rd, we've been moving sideways. Man, as soon as I bought into KNC, this is what happened. I told you, Chef. I got that bad mojo. 46% down. Bad part is this coin was absolutely ripping for the entire month of 2022 until now. Like, just look at this. Since, what is this? December 15th to 20th, it's been in an uptrend, and this is just a massive, massive drop for KNC. It doesn't even look like it's stopping. RSI's tailing back down. MACD just flipped bearish. I'd keep an eye on 288 for KNC, personally. Let's see if I can draw a fib. Oh, the fib's already on there. Yeah, I'd say 288 is the next stop for KNC. We are in no man's land right here between these two support channels, and the two fib channels. But MACD just flipped bearish. Well, it's bearish and bullish. I mean, if you look at that, this MACD just keeps going green to white, green to white. See, it's just red now, white, red, white. So KNC can't make up its mind. Man, this coin was so good for a long time. Sucked so many people in, and now it's just shaking them out. The shake and bake, right? So the bullish scenario on this is actually coming back up here to around 330. We can actually head all the way up to the 786 and still maintain this downwards momentum. We have to actually get over 381 to gain any sort of bullish momentum for a higher high. The bad part is once we get up here, we have a 618 and a main resistance to get over. I'm not going to talk that far ahead because we're way down here. But as we're talking on this channel, or on this coin, this green candle is actually growing pretty large. So I'm going to see if there's a different fib that this is respecting. So if we go off the bottom right here, these bottoms, it's actually respecting the 1 right now. So I would actually keep an eye on this price of $3. $3 is your lifeline right now for KNC. Fall below 3, then I'd say it's 288. As you can see, since we've been talking, the MACD is just kind of hovering sideways, and the RSI hasn't really done much. So I'll call it $3 on a movement up to 338. If $3 doesn't hold, your next stop's 286. So with that, we're going to get into my Moon Boy coin. No, our all-time low was 9 months ago at 2.9. All-time high was 6 months ago. Even though I put fun money into this, I do keep a close eye on it. But it looks like it wants to head down further. RSI is tailing down. MACD looks like it's continuing bearish. Tell you what, if this does drop down to 2.9, I might actually put some fun or non-fun money into this thing. Just judging by its past pump to 52 cents 6 months ago. I think it's only listed on KuCoin though, if this loads. Yeah, KuCoin and Uniswap. Yeah, it's definitely a moonshot gamble coin. So with that, we'll get into XLM. How bad did this crap out today? So XLM, I haven't tried this in a hot second. XLM's holding up the support at 17 cents right now. Looks like main fib would be from, we'll go from here to here. 17 cents right now. You can see it's going green, red, green, red. It's fighting for support. If we bounce off this, I think our next stop would be the 786 for a pump back up to around 18 cents. As long as Bitcoin starts flatlining or just stabilizing anyways, a lot of these coins you look at, the MACD is going to be bearish, RSI is going to be tailing down, but that doesn't mean that it can't reverse. You can see that happened right here and we've reversed. So as long as Bitcoin starts stabilizing, a lot of coins are going to start recovering, but we just have to keep an eye on Bitcoin. Just like this morning, I charted a couple coins this morning, and before lunchtime, all those videos were crap because Bitcoin decided what it wants to. It just shows that Bitcoin's the boss, Bitcoin's the big dog, and controls the tide. So for the time being, we really need to stay over 17 cents for a continuation up to 18. If we fall below 17, I'd keep an eye on a drop down to 16.5 and then 16 cents for XLM. XLM has been in a massive downtrend for quite a while, but on the micro, you've been in a downtrend since the 31st. Yeah, XLM has been in a downtrend for a while, but personally, I'd keep an eye on the 17, fall below 17 and 16.5 and then 16 cents. Actually fell right below the 382, currently testing it right now. Keeping an eye on another drop, personally, for Zilliqa. Now let me clear this up. I'll draw one from this bottom right here. Oh shoot, that is not the right. Yeah, pretty much same thing. So if we get rejected, we'd have to keep an eye on around 7 cents, and then your next stop would be 6. I'm going to draw a, so now it was support at the time I drew that, so I guess I can try to flip it red into resistance, and that would be the price to beat there, 8.4, and then the 618 at 9. But those are longer term predictions. As of right now, we're currently just trying to find the bottom. We're trying to put the tourniquet on the altcoins and just find where is this bleeding going to stop. And for right now, it looks like the bleeding slowing down right here at 7.6. If it doesn't stop, our next stop would be 7.25 in my personal opinion for Zilliqa. So much open interest liquidated in that dump. BTC still leaving exchanges. Can't help but think we might still have another bull run before we dump below 34k. Honestly, I still think we're in an extended bull cycle. I've been saying it for a long time, and I still am thinking we are until we drop below 34. If we drop below 34k, I will seriously start thinking about it. I don't want to consider myself a perma bull, but that last run that we had was definitely not the top of the bull run in my personal opinion. Crypto starting to be massively adopted, large money starting to come into it, and we're starting to see those big players learning how to, this is my personal perspective of it, the big players that are coming in are learning how to manipulate Bitcoin to their benefit, and the people who are new to the crypto space are being shaken out. I mean, personally, I think if you just hold, you'll make it. I mean, I know we're all looking short term day by day, but if you know, if I put in the money I have now, then all of a sudden didn't look for 4 years, I would not be upset. I would not be I would be expecting to come back and make some gains. Yeah, so Zill's been crap in bed for a while. We just need to keep an eye on 7.3. That falls at 6.6. How's Jasmine doing? The Jasmine, oh my gosh. I know we had to hold 2 for a long time. I said if we fell below this 174, we'd be crap in the bed pretty dang hard. We're currently battling to get back over 1.7. So we really need to focus on 1.7 for Jasmine. If we don't get over 1.7, it actually didn't bleed out that bad, believe it or not. But if we don't get over 1.7, the 786 at 1.5 is our next stop for Jasmine. So net laxative or something. So let's just keep an eye on 1.7 to break above that. You do have a lot of resistance here at the 786 at 1.8 and then 2.2, and then we can talk about heading up to 3 cents. But on the micro chart, we just need to focus on 1.7. We're not talking about heading higher right now. We're talking about trying to find where it's stopping to bleed out. MACD is bearish and continuing to be bearish. RSI is continuing downward. So more likely than not, I'd keep an eye on 1.5 for Jasmine until Bitcoin starts stabilizing and starts increasing in price. Yeah, that's what I do. Dollar cost average. I dollar cost average my PBX, my other coins. I have a majority of my coins staked. I have coins staked that I don't even talk about on here because I forget I have them. I just like my I have a shit ton of Cardano and I just have it staked. I don't even talk about it. I don't even look at it, honestly. I have that staked. I have my Ethereum staked. Ethereum's 45% of my portfolio. I believe Ethereum is going to make people a lot more money than Bitcoin, especially when 2.0 comes out. But if you've been listening to my live streams for a while, you're probably tired of hearing me talk about that as well. Not saying ETH is going to flip Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is digital gold, but it's definitely going to compete with it. And by compete, I don't mean neck to neck, but compete as in constantly chasing Bitcoin. And I think it's going to make longer strides in price than Bitcoin once 2.0 comes out. So with that, I gotta show my channel real quick. If you haven't become a member already, make sure you head over to my homepage. You can click the join tab and you become a member for $4.99 a month. Gives you special perks and a logo next to your name. Also, it's just a great way to support the channel, and I appreciate all you guys who have supported the channel. Really helps me out. The California governor has made an executive order making it unveil a roadmap of blockchain adoption. Blockchain is the future, and with the thing is, government and stuff doesn't want decentralized anything. They want to own everything, and you guys already know that. We're not going to get into politics and stuff, but if they can't have control of it, they're going to try to beat it into the ground. Yeah, definitely do nasty things to that like button. I like it. I also like your verse. I'm not gonna steal it, but you know, say you find a good fib or something, do this, draw this, let it sit, and let the for the time being. We just have to keep an eye on these fibs. There's no real main supporter resistance since it's such a new coin, still in data discovery. But judging by the indicators, RSI is tailing down, MACD just flipped bearish, so I'd expect some price movement downwards. Yeah, for the price movement downwards, we're just going to go by these fibs at 13.25 and then 12.50 for ape. I don't think anything's going to have a massive pump until Bitcoin stabilizes. People are just too shook up today. Imagine if everyone was made out of diamonds, right? And none of this would happen. Appreciate, or I gotta go buy some coins. Appreciate your role, dude. Buying HBAR, Quantmatic, ACH, Gallon. ACH, I've lost so much money on ACH. I do believe in ACH long term, the crypto to fiat gateway. I just don't think now is the right time for it. I actually bought in quite a bit at 9 cents, and then I dollar cost average all the way down to 4 cents, and now I'm just holding on. I'm down like 5K on it. But with my other holdings, I've made that up. But that's the coin I'm down on the most, and I'm still holding it. I do believe in it long term. I don't know if that's just straight out of me not wanting to sell at a 5K loss. But everyone has a coin that they've lost considerably on, and that one is definitely mine. But I do believe in the utility of it, and I do believe in it long term. I just have to wait a while to recoup that money on it. I just have it I don't have it staked. I have it locked away in my ledger, just forgetting about it and moving on. So is this stream choppy and jumping around? I'm using that new adapter on this live stream. So let me know how this live stream is, because who adapted that Hoppy suggested, and if that's not working, I'll try something different. I just thought I'd give it a try. So how is the live stream for everybody? According to Vlad and Chef, it's choppy. Okay, cool. I did the speed test on it, and it was definitely more stable than the Wi-Fi, so maybe I just have to mess with a couple more settings. So we will jump into ACH real quick since I hold it. I don't know, this new adapter runs through your power cables in your house apparently. So I don't know how that works. It just drained all the juice. Hey, there's a plus, chef, right? So ACH has been crap in the bed forever, absolutely ever. The bad part is they're unloading more coins day by day. I'm not going to try to beef up ACH by saying, hey, it's a good investment. Right now, long term, I believe it is, but as of right now, I am done putting money into ACH. Our size tailing down, so I think ACH is going to continue to do the ACH. So I'd keep an eye on the 786 for ACH. If we bounce off the 786, our next stop would be 22. I think ACH is actually heading down to 2 cents. If you want to accumulate more ACH, I put a buy order in at 2 cents. That is not financial advice. That's just what I would do if I wanted to accumulate more ACH. Just, there's nothing bullish about ACH right now, unfortunately. A great time to accumulate, I guess. Great time to accumulate ACH. But if we just zoom out and look at ACH on the long term, pretty much since the Coinbase listing, it's just been bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. And now is pretty much the price that it got listed at on Coinbase. How's LCX look? Hey, I would actually keep an eye on ACH though. 2 cents might not be a bad price to accumulate. I mean, I do have some stable coins on the side, and if I was able to accumulate quite a bit of coin ACH at 2 cents, that would bring my average price per coin way down. If I bought like 100,000 more ACH at 2 cents and just hold it long term. But if we are heading into a bear market, I would rather hold on to my stable coins because I want to absolutely load up, like load up. Like if we are heading to a bear market, I am holding until the next bull run, and I am going to have a bag of absolutely every single coin in my portfolio. That is my plan. So if we miss this bull run, I am sure as hell not going to miss the next one. I'm going to be set, locked, and loaded to absolutely rip. So LCX. So where did I draw this fib from? Let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna delete that and start fresh. So LCX right now looks like it got rejected at the 618 on this fib back from February 14th. You can see there is some support right here. We can probably draw a smaller fib and try to dissect it even further. So LCX all-time low was 2 years ago. We're not getting back down there. All-time high was 56 cents 6 months ago. So with that, we are not going to go down to the all-time low. So I'd be keeping an eye on a bottom at 9.8. and a retracement up to the 618 at 10 cents. If we fall below 9.8, or if we actually fall below 10 cents, because we are at 10 cents, if we actually fall below 10 cents, the 786, I think we're going to be seeing a nasty drop down to around 9 cents. I know it's only a penny, but if you look at it in percentage wise, that is a 10% drop. I don't own any LCX, but if I wanted to own any LCX, I would probably put a buy order in at approximately 9.1 cents. And if it got filled, it got filled. If not, then so be it. Short term, it's looking like if we fall below the 786, 9 cents would be the next stop, and then 8.5. Yeah, 9 cents down here. So 786, fall below that, you're at 9 cents, then maybe bounce from there. I could definitely see this happening. MACD flip bearish, RSI is tailing back down. So if the 786 doesn't hold, the capitulation down here is definitely valid. 786 hold, I don't think we'll be blasting above this high of 11. The best we can see, I see, is a wick up to around 10.75. But if I wanted to accumulate LCX at this time, I'd put a buy order in at 9.1, and if it got filled, it got filled. That's not financial advice. That's just what I would do. Yeah, it's pretty good music, huh? The thing about the music is I was watching Vlad's yesterday, and I was actually has a picture of the DeLorean on it, sitting in front of LA sunset. So for the time being, my opinion. Floor. I made a G on stock today. It's burning a hole in my pocket. Got to put it in some orders, or I'll end up spending it on beer or ammo. Hey, you could also spend it on a membership to my channel. What stocks do you play with? I started off with stocks before I flipped into crypto. You make more money in crypto than stocks. How are the shorts looking for BTC? Let's take a look. They were up 25% last time I checked. Yeah, the shorts are absolutely skyrocketing. Not as bad as they were back here, and Bitcoin didn't even drop that hard. We're currently at, they flipped this into support, but we currently are testing this right now. We really want this to get rejected down here at the 25K. So with the price that Bitcoin's at right now, the shorts absolutely have not ripped like they did back here. I mean, this was a straight green candle. So I would consider that a good sign in my opinion, even though we have the shorts have been rising since March 31st. But currently right now they're getting stopped at 2483. So you said you've been playing BTTX. I'll play my hand at charting some stocks right now. BTTCX. Yeah, MACD still ripping. RSI is tailing up. I don't know if the same type of charting works for stocks, but we're going to try it. So for BTTX for stocks right now, I know this is charting crypto, but we're going to deviate for a second. You're currently getting stopped at the 618 at $2.48. The MACD is still tailing up. The RSI is still tailing up. So I'd actually keep an eye on a pop over 250. And if you break over 250, it looks like your next stop's going to be around $3. And this is on the day. We're charting on the day right now. We're not charting on the 4 hour. So this is stocks. This is not crypto. So I don't know how volatile they move, but just judging by the fibs and everything like that, you're currently getting rejected at 250. I'd keep an eye on 250 because this candle just started 31 minutes ago. And judging by this rip that you guys have had since April 2nd, this stock has gone up to the peak of around 251. Holy cow. Wow. For a stock, that's absolutely insane in my opinion. This thing still looks like it has some juice. So MACD doesn't even look like it's close to crossing yet. RSI is tailing up. So I'd actually keep an eye on $3 for your next stop for BTTX. And that is your TA for charting stocks. Welcome to Charting Stocks. We're charting BTTX today. I actually know a dude that looks exactly like Doc Brown from Back in the Future. I have a picture of him chilling next to my funny DeLorean. You have a DeLorean? Oh, or do you mean homie's DeLorean? Whoa, Chef, I think we found another thing in common there. Well, thanks for stopping out, David. I'll catch you next time. Obi. Oren. Oh, totally did the opposite of what I said. Next thing I should say is it's going to 0 so it moons, right? So Moby, let's take a deeper dive into this coin. So Moby is currently down 8.4% at 4 cents. Actually has 887 million coins total. Quite a bit over half is in circulation and an extremely small market cap. I mean, the market cap is only 20 million. Definitely has the juice to rip. All-time high was 5 months ago at 35. All-time low was 0006 2 months ago. I guarantee they probably added more coins in circulation, which they did. Around this period right here on the 21st, beginning of 2021. Oh, I don't want to chart on the day anymore. I was wondering why this looked good. We're going on the 4 hour now. We're getting real. We're charting on the 4 hour now. Okay. So if we look at it right now, we're bouncing off the 382 right now at 40 cents. Well, we were bouncing off. You can see this candle's constantly getting smaller and bigger. So it's battling it out right now at the 382 at 40 cents. MACD is actually converging right now. You can see the orange is getting close to the blue. That means it's going to converge and it's getting very, very close to going bearish. RSI actually indicates it's a great time to sell. It's red right now and it's tailing back down. So I would honestly be keeping an eye on a drop down further from Mobius. And for the drop down period, it looks like the next stop is the main support down here at 3.5. So for Mobius, I don't think we're bouncing off here personally. I'd be keeping an eye on 3.5. Just judging by these indicators saying, hey, MACD looks like it's about to flip bullish on the crossover. RSI is off the charts, considered overbought right now. And it's indicating, hey, it's a good time to sell. So with that, and just judging by the chart in general, I'd be keeping an eye on 3.5 as the next stop for Moby. I don't think we're bouncing off 40 cents. 40 cents is the price you need to hold, and I don't think it's holding. So with that, 35 is your next stop, and we'll assess the situation at that time. That's approximately a 12% drop, which in the market that we're in right now is nothing. I'd want to say it's going to stop at 375, but I don't think it does. I think we're working our way back down, just judging by these indicators. You need to fuel back up. You ran out of moon juice, you ran out of fuel. You need to come back down to at least 50 on the RSI, in my personal opinion. You can't go up forever, otherwise you're going to sputter out and have a free fall, an absolute free fall back down. So a retracement like this is definitely healthy, and you still would maintain your bullish momentum from the third. You would be putting in a higher low, because technically the low right now is at 3.1. So if we came down here and bounced off to 3.5 and continued higher, it still would maintain its bullish momentum. So just because it drops 12% down to 35 cents, why did I say 35? 3.5 cents, doesn't mean that it is going to shit the bed completely. It's still bullish if it bounces from here. But for the short term, I think it does retrace to 3.5 cents. And even on since April 25th, you had this massive blow off retracement, and you haven't been put in a lower low. So pretty much since the 3rd of March or May, you've been putting in higher highs and higher lows, and this is going to be a higher low right here, a retracement to 35. You drive an S8? No, I drive a Prius. It runs a McDonald oil. I'm just kidding, I don't. But in retrospect on Mobius, you definitely broke this downtrend that you've been in since December of last year. So you guys did start flipping bullish on this run up right here. So since this capitulation back in 25th, this coin's considered bullish. You were considered bearish since end of December of last year, and now you're starting your bullish momentum upwards. So hopefully we maintain this bullish momentum from the 25th of April. So Mobius long term right now looks bullish. You broke the downtrend. You had this consolidation period. Just on the micro charts, just keep an eye on 3.5. So with that, guys, we got an open floor. Who wants coins charted? If not, I'm just gonna start rattling off some stuff. Trying to get the coin market cap to load so we can see how red it is. Is it red or is it just red? Apparently it's not loading. There we go. Zilliqa comes in second as the largest faller today in the top 100 at 17.72, followed by Tron near. So this is what I do if I'm looking to buy a decent sized dip on the top 100 coins. If you go to CoinMarketCap and you flip the 24-hour to the top retracers, you're actually able, what is my screen? You're actually able to view which one dropped the most out of the top 100, and then you can jump into that coin and see and chart it all up and everything like that. So as of right now, GMT has dropped the most by 18.56%. So with that, I'll show you what I do. I look at that, 18.56 is a good buying opportunity to get into this coin. Go to my charts, type in GMT, toss that on there real quick. Hop over to CoinGecko, type in GMT. This is just what I do off stream, what I do when I look at coins like that. So as of here, it says it's down 19% at 272. I look at the max supply. Max supply is 6 billion. Circulation supply is only 6 million. So right now, that's a red flag for me because they can dump a lot more coins on you. And the market cap's already extremely high at 1.62 billion. So personally, I wouldn't invest in this coin just judging by that alone. You can see the all-time high was 8 days ago at 4.11. All-time low was 2 months ago at 10 cents. Imagine getting in this coin at 10 cents and riding it all the way up to 4.11. So once I look at that, if this all pans out, I'm like, okay, these all look good. I'll dive into the charts deeper. But if I was looking at this alone and I saw GMT and I just saw this top part right here and everything like that, I'd be like, nah, I'm not jumping into that. But we're still going to jump into GMT and see what's going on. So GMT right now is holding the support at 2668. RSI is pretty much reset. MACD looks like it's kind of stalled out right here at -0.7. So I'd actually keep an eye on the movement back up to 313 for GMT. If we fall below the support channel right here, our next stop would be the 618 down here at $2.30. So in the short term, it looks like GMT wants to curl up to 313. MACD looks like it wants to start tailing back up. RSI is pretty much reset. I mean, if you zoom out, you really can't see the last time that it fell below 30. Pretty much since initial launch right here, it has not came down this low on the RSI. But inevitably, a coin is going to fall below 30 for the first time, so we'll just keep an eye on that. For the short term for GMT, let's keep an eye on 268 for a pump up to 313. If 268 support doesn't hold, your next up, I believe, is the 618 at around 230. So then I do that and I assess it with all the fibs and stuff like that, and then I decide if it's a good buy. But just judging from this whole process that we just went through with GMT, I would not invest in this coin right now. Oh, you got a Hellcat, Hunter? Oh yeah, you did not miss quant. Yeah, I was supposed to do that first, so Zgoth was supposed to miss it. So TRAC, actually auction real quick. Believe it or not, I actually charted our auction this morning, and I uploaded the video, then I went to work. Then I was at work, I saw that I didn't upload, and then by the time I got home, it uploaded, and I'm like, I'm not gonna have a video that I uploaded this morning on the channel because absolutely all the predictions were wrecked. So I deleted it. That's what I had this morning. Obviously before the Bitcoin drop, which looked like it would have happened. I mean, you guys were making higher highs. It looked like it was just wanting to trail up like this, which I think it would have done if Bitcoin didn't shit the bed today. But as of right now, let's zoom out and take a deeper look at this. RSI is tailing down. MACD is still tailing down. We had the crossover right here, and they're still diverging from each other. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of these brushes. So as of right now, we're finding some sort of support here at 1107. So pretty much $11 is your support right now. I'm going to call it. I'm going to draw a line on $11. $11 is your price to hold at. If we fall below $11, your next stops looks like it's 1080. RSI is above 50 right now. Oh no, it's at 47 right now. MACD is still diverging from each other, so it still wants to go down. So I don't think this actually holds at 11. I'd be keeping an eye on around 1080, 1075 before we start working our way back up. So for auction, it's $11 is your lifeline, is your tourniquet, your support to stop this bleeding. But if that is not it, your next stop is down here, then hopefully a pump up to 1132. I really don't have any other fibs that go lower than that. So what all-time low 5 days ago at 1088? I love it when you're able to buy a coin at its all-time low. So personally, this is not financial advice. If you want to get into auction, it actually might not be a bad time to do it. Unless you think we're heading down to 34K Bitcoin, then I would hold off. But if you are still bullish on the market and stuff like that, when a coin hits an all-time low and you have the opportunity to buy it, why wouldn't you buy it? I mean, that's like saying, hey, it hit an all-time low, I'm gonna wait for it to go lower to buy it. Like, why would you do that? That's just my personal opinion. It hit its all-time low that it's ever been. Why wait to see if it drops lower than that when you have the opportunity to buy it at the lowest it's already been? That's just my personal opinion. It's only up 1.6% from that too right now. It looks like you're only up 1.6% from the all-time low. So that's why there's really no data to go off of down here. So take this with a grain of salt. But as of right now, it looks like our lowest we go is 1075 for a pump back up. The bad part is the RSI still has a lot more room to fall, and the MACD is diverging from each other. So MACD isn't even close to crossing bullish again. So with that being said, it looks like it wants to drop lower in the short term. And with it pretty much being in price discovery at a new all-time low, there's really no data to go off of, and I'm not going to just bullshit out of my ass saying, hey. But what you need to keep an eye on for price discovery is the dollars and the half dollars. That's what I go by. So if the new all-time low, let's say $11, I'd be keeping an eye on $10.50. Then I'd be keeping an eye on $10. Then I'd be keeping an eye on $9.50. Then I'd be keeping an eye on $9. Those round numbers and half dollar amounts are very psychological numbers for people for some reason. You find a lot of support and resistance at those round numbers. So that's what I try to do in price discovery. Like when the price is creating a new all-time high, I go by half dollars. I go by 50 cents pretty much. So as of right now, we'll say it's at 11. So I'm going to say next drop's 10.50, then 10, then 9.50, then 9. And take that for what it is. You're in price discovery mode and there's no data to back that up. That's just what trading crypto's telling you. That's just what I use for price discovery. I don't know if it's a valid move or not. That's just with my personal experience. I see those numbers, those half dollars and dollars act as very, very good support and resistance. So why not use it in price discovery, right? With that, we'll do TRAC. Pretty much, I'd be keeping an eye on 1.5 for Jasmy. In a nutshell. So track right now, MACD flip bearish. RSI is still making higher highs and higher lows. Let's see if we can draw a fib on this and try to back it up. So TRAC, we'll dive into that a little bit deeper. The TRAC is down 12.1 at 39 cents. Half a billion total supply, 368 million circulation. All-time low was 2 years ago at 003. All-time high was 6 months ago. So we're pretty much out of the cards. We probably can never hit that again unless all crypto goes to absolute crap and Bitcoin goes to zero. So right now we're just trying to find the tourniquet that stops the bleeding. Which of right now makes sense. I'm going to draw a support there. Actually, you're getting rejected at it right now. Currently getting stopped at 40 cents. I'd be keeping an eye on getting back over 40 cents. If you don't get over 40 cents, I'd be keeping an eye on a drop down to 3.5. You see that next support is actually at that half dollar amount that I just talked about. You'll find that a lot when you chart, is the half dollar amounts and the whole dollar amounts act as very good supports and resistance. So, and this candle is red right now. So I'd actually be keeping an eye on a drop down here to around 350 for the time being. MACD flip bearish. RSI is tailing down. So judging by the indicators and by what's going on in the market right now, I don't think this thing's gonna be blasting up anytime soon. I think we just need to keep an eye on a slow retracement and hope that Bitcoin starts stabilizing. So for the time being, I'd be keeping an eye on 40 cents. If you break over 40 cents, that's great. If you break over 40 cents, your next stop's 42. But if you don't break 40 cents and you just see the price start bleeding out, I think your next support is at 3.5. So if you start seeing it bleed out slowly, I think you'd be stopping at 3.5 and then coming back up to test this. But you're battling it out at 40 cents. You're not exactly at it right now. You're at 39.3. So your guys are already battling out trying to get back over that. So I'd be keeping an eye on 40 cents is what I'm saying. So with that, usually I do quant first. I can't believe I did not do quant yet. What is going on? Yo, yeah, so I charted quant this morning. Did I chart it this morning? Yes, I did chart it this morning. I don't remember what I said. I don't want to pretend I remember what I said. If you want to know what I said this morning, go watch that video. As of right now, we blew straight through this downtrend, and I was super bullish on that. I was like, hey, we blew above this. Let's keep an eye on $100. I thought $100 would be our lifeline, but of course, even quant isn't immune to Bitcoin. RSI is tailing down, MACD flip bearish. You're holding support right now at 91. You're exactly on 91 right now, and you're still in a downtrend. So you kind of have a double doozy right here. I'd be keeping an eye on a retracement up. Yeah, and you have a 786, it looks like. So I'm going to break this down because there's a lot going on where you guys are at right now with the price of quant. Just judging by these indicators, you're at the support at here. So what is going to happen? We'll have to keep an eye on that, because I would normally say when you bottleneck like this, you'll have this breakout. But the way that the market is right now and the way that these indicators are looking, the indicators on the MACD flipped bearish, and they're not even close to crossing back over, and the RSI is tailing back down. So realistically, if you want to go off TAs, I'd be keeping an eye on $87 for quant on the short term. $87 would have to hold, and then something like that. I'd rather put my money on an 87 retracement than blasting out of here the way that we're at right now. So personally, I think quant's going to have a little bit more retracement before we pump back up approximately down to the 87, which is another around 4% drop. I don't think we're going to hard candle to it by any means. I think we could see a candle halfway between these support and resistance channel, and then a wick down there, and then we can start working our way back up. But I definitely think $89 on, or yeah, $89 gets tagged on quant. Because even when Bitcoin wasn't looking super bearish and was just consolidating, you guys were still in this downtrend. The bad part is you guys just ripped above it, and of course Bitcoin shoved you guys back down there. Said no, get back in there. And indicators are indicating that you guys want to be bearish. So with that, BLZ. BLZ looks like it fell below the support at 1.2, and you're having a difficult time getting back over it. MACD is bearish and growing. RSI is tailing down. So BLZ right now is looking bearish as well. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit farther and draw a fib on this. We have to go from this low because it's the lowest for the short time being to the top right there. It looks like that's what this chart is respecting. So you're bouncing off the 786. Getting rejected the support, you're looking bearish. I'd be keeping an eye on a retracement back down to 11.8. Fall below 11.8, your next stop would be 11.5. Right here. Yeah, so this is what I'm seeing for BLZ. So we're battling to get over 12.19, which it doesn't look like we're doing. We're coming back down to test the 786 at 11.8. If 11.8 doesn't hold, it's 11.50 and then something like that. More likely than not, I see 11.50 getting hit, then breaking above this resistance channel again for BLZ. So BLZ is not bullish right now, but you guys kind of have stopped the bleeding here at 11.87. I mean, you guys had some support at 11.87. And with that, so I went over Zilliqa. I'm not going to give good entry points. I don't want to give I don't give financial advice. But I'll tell you what I would do if I wanted to buy Zilliqa right now, and you can make your own decision off that. For Zilliqa right now, I'd be keeping an eye on this right here, 7.2. If I wanted more Zilliqa, I don't own any Zilliqa, but if I wanted Zilliqa, I'd put a buy order in at approximately 6.9, and if it got filled, it got filled. I mean, MACD is about ready to cross and flip bearish. RSI is well above 50. Actually, it's exactly at 50. It's at 50.95. So RSI definitely has room to run down. MACD looks like it wants to flip bearish. Your next support's here at 7.25. So why not put a buy order in 6.9, and if it gets filled, it gets filled. That's my thought on Zilliqa. That's not financial advice. That's just what I would do if I wanted to buy more Zilliqa.